Hello again, I'm Stephen Jerome. I'm going to continue reading from my third novel, The London Year. This is part 31. Terry has just seen the new flat, the room in the flat that he's about to start living in, and meeting his new flatmates, Tess, Gracie, and Finn. Colin is the landlord, and Francesca is Colin's older Baroness girlfriend. This is Tess and Terry coming downstairs after him seeing his room and loving it. When we returned to the sitting room, I took a second look around. The long couch to the left of the door was nearly as worn as the carpet. A wood coffee table had permanent rings. There was an old television in a built-in bookshelf on the opposite wall. The kitchen, open to the sitting room through an arched doorway, was small, but it seemed bigger because of its outside access. The place was clean and the people weren't crazy. Mainly, I was keen to be in an environment that revolved around more than sex and the pub. To be with people who weren't stuck. I knew this was going to be home, for the time being at least. Just as I settled on the couch, Finn and Francesca came in from the garden. "Not even a peek, darling," Francesca was saying. "Not yet, my love. I'm changing the background colors. They'll bring out the blue of your eyes." I caught Colin's quick, "Oh, brother, look." "Isn't it exciting?" Francesca went on. "Maybe Finn can do your portrait next, Colin." "That's a good idea, Francesca," Finn replied. "I'll give him a new brain." Even Colin laughed at this. "Just don't make Francesca's eyes so they follow you around," he said. "The manor house is positively creepy that way. I don't like people watching me when I sleep." Finn flopped down beside me on the sofa. "Finish me now, oh Lord," he whispered. Colin looked at his watch. "We really have to get going." "Yes, darling. Now, who is it we're meeting this time?" "Koreans," said Colin, as if that said it all. "Good Lord," Francesca replied, sitting back down at the dining table, taking a compact mirror out of her purse to check her lipstick. "Sounds interesting to me," said Tess. "And we'll be eating with chopsticks," Francesca pronounced. Colin sighed heavily as he gathered their coats off the chair. "Last month it was Arabs, or were those South Asians?" asked Francesca. "At one meeting we had to eat with our fingers. Do you remember that, Colin? Truly the lengths we go to in the name of global warming." "I think you mean globalization, darling," said Colin. "Well, whatever it is, poor old England is all I can say. We can't seem to make it on our own anymore. Daddy's ready to shoot himself every time he opens a newspaper. He says it was his generation that saw the best of things." "Must have been nice to rule the world," said Finn. "And now even here," Francesca exclaimed, gesturing in my direction. "It's bring on the Americans." "In our very own parlor, imagine that," said Tess. Colin was starting to twitch. "We really must go, darling." But Francesca wasn't finished. "It's not like the old days. People looked up to us." "Francesca, you weren't even born in the old days," said Gracie. She laughed ruefully. "Thank you, darling. I'll take that as a compliment. But a weekend with Daddy will convince you the old days never died. Why, there may not even be a manor house by the time I'm an aging baroness. They'll have done away with us." "Unthinkable," said Finn. "Well, it is," Francesca shrieked in full soprano, taking her coat from Colin. "My family is over 200 years old. Now, what with the Koreans and the global warming?" "Globalization," we all said in unison. "Well, who will I be, I ask you?" There was a moment of silence until Gracie answered. "Just people?" Francesca shot her a look. "Stupid girl." Finn laughed out loud. Colin jumped in quickly. "Well, that's it then, we're off." He steered Francesca to the door, turning to me as they walked out. "Welcome aboard, Terry. You can see Tess for all the flat things. She's head prefect around here." "Thank you," I said, relieved for a definitive settling of matters, even if there was no formal vote. "Head prefect, Colin, really?" said Tess, following them out. "Boarding school is over." Don't be so sure, trilled Francesca from the hallway. He may never get over it. Then we heard the front door close behind them. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. Thank you again for watching. See you next time.